Scottie, it seems like there are a couple players who everybody knows are going to LIV, but they're sticking around till the playoffs are over and maybe till the President's Cup is over. Without going into names or anything like that, I was curious if you had thoughts about that approach, like compared to the guys who left a couple months ago and said, we're done, people that are kind of hanging out and just waiting for the paycheck, and then seems like they're going to make the leap. Any thoughts there?
I mean, not really. I don't know if I totally understand the question. So you're saying there may be some guys that'll leave after the FedEx Cup?
Yeah, like Cameron Percy earlier today said that Cam Smith and Mark Leishman are gone, but they're sticking around for the playoffs and then maybe the President's Cup. And it's just kind of curious, that approach of like, we're going to get the big money events and then we're going to go.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. I'm not going to speak on guys that are thinking about going to LIV and all that speculation. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. All I can do is talk about my approach. I'm not going to go into what those guys want to do, and if they're going to leave, not going to leave. For me, I feel like the PGA Tour is the best place to play. I'm not willing. My dream was to play on the PGA Tour. My dream was never to maximize my financial benefits. I feel very blessed and fortunate to play golf and get paid for it. And so for me, I'm not looking to go out and do anything else. The PGA Tour is where I want to play, and it continues to be the place where the best golfers in the world play, and the opportunity to win FedEx Cups and opportunity to win major championships and to win tournaments out here. I grew up going to the Byron Nelson. I grew up going to Colonial, and I almost won the Colonial this year, and I wouldn't be able to trade those memories for anything. And so I'm not going to go into what those guys are going to do and their approach.
Are you tired of the questions?
Huh?
Are you tired of the questions?
To be completely honest with you, I'm pretty lucky. I don't get asked very many questions about LIV golf. Maybe only a handful, and I've made the mistake of saying the wrong thing a couple times when I've been asked, just because I haven't been prepared. Guys haven't asked me the question. You guys haven't asked me, and so I wouldn't say I'm getting tired of it. It's kind of part of it now. Guys are going to leave. There's another tour going on, and now they're suing us, and so there's a lot going on. And so for people in the media, it's definitely kind of the story right now. And so it's something that you as a writer, I'm sure that's something you have to touch on, right?
As a very last thing, sorry, Laura. Just very last thing. Are you at all are you going to be following what happens today in the court case? Are you kind of curious about that?
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what's going to happen. I mean, it's one of those deals where those guys kind of made their decision to go join another tour, and they broke the rules and regulations of our tour, and now they're trying to sue us, which is definitely a bit frustrating. It's definitely, I heard that was going to happen, and I know some guys aren't surprised to see it, but I definitely am surprised to see some guys now suing us. And I'm interested, and if they win, come out here and play. I mean, that's something that's up to the courts. I can't control what's going to happen in a court case, and so definitely interested. But at the end of the day, it has no effect on my preparation for the week.
All right, Mark Giannato from Commercial Appeal.
Hey, Scottie. He actually asked what I was going to ask. He asked what I was going to ask, but I'm just curious, are guys talking about it in the clubhouse? Like you guys, trying to figure out like the legalese and all that stuff? I'm curious how much it's being discussed.
Yeah, I think it's being discussed a decent amount, just because it's a life-altering decision for people. When you do go join another tour and you break, the rules that we have out on our tour. Yeah, I understand that we're independent contractors, but at the same time, there's certain rules that you have to follow as being a member of an organization, and we'll see what happens. All that stuff will shake out in due time, but it definitely is a topic of discussion around who's going and stuff like that. But I think there may be only a handful more guys that will leave, and outside of that, who knows. But to answer your question, yeah, it's definitely a topic of conversation for sure.